about you, obviously. Come on, man.
Just
joking.
Patient Zero over there.
Yeah, I know I can't fucking talk. But all right, man. We ready, man. We back. This is us. Let me do better. Let me do that better. All right, we back. This is Media Marauders, man. Let's get some energy up here. We gotta compensate for Mr. Thomas. He's not feeling so well. As you can see, Mr. King has joined us back. Sir, how you doing, man?
That vacation was well needed, so it's all good.
Oh yeah.
Back to work and everything, so we here.
You got to catch up on some things that you couldn't do before, or?
Nope, sure didn't. Just drinking, eating. That's it, man. Just drinking, eating. That's it. To be honest with you, so I didn't do anything besides read a couple of comic books, which I might touch on today, just depending on how we feel now, how I feel with everything. So I might touch up on a couple of books that I read on the flight.
Man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I figure like anything with a vacation, like you're not really worried about what you wanted to do initially. You just gotta relax, lay back, and not care about anything in the world right now.
Yeah, something like that, pretty much.
I get it, man. Well, we're glad to have you back, man. As you can see, we're missing James. He's taking care of some family stuff. So hopefully he's ready for next week. He has some topics he really wants to go in and digest, and hopefully we'll be able to collaborate with him with that. But once again, Media Marauders, this is Mr. Thomas, Max, and King, fellas. We're back. We got some topics to talk about, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Some things here and there. It's a bit of little loosies that I found, little things that I don't mind talking about today. But we'll see how it goes. Anybody want to jump in and start it off, or?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could. I could. I contributed in a while, so I could talk about a little thing. I took myself out on a date on Tuesday because I had no good friends that wanted to come out and be with me at the bar.
Oh my gosh!
So I went to a bar this Tuesday to watch the NBA Finals.
Hate him, man.
I just like to point out.
Oh yeah.
I get it's all good. Now,
it was during Panama's last game of the Gold Cup. So
who won it? Who won that, by the way?
Panama.
Panama, of course.
Let me fact check that real quick.
3-1.
Congratulations,
Panama. I thought Tuesday was pretty. I thought Tuesday. I actually went in. I honestly went in thinking the Bucks was going to win, honestly, because I just felt as if it was one of those things where Giannis didn't want to go another game. And congratulations to Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks for winning their first championship in 50 years, because they know that's a long-term goal, man.
That's a very long time.
I give big respect to Giannis because of the fact he's been there for so long. He's been there for 10 plus years and didn't want a super team. He didn't trade to a different team. He stuck with the same team all that time.
10 years.
And you gotta give big props up to Coach Bud too. And just a little tidbit. I actually know Coach Bud personally because I used to work in Atlanta when he was working when he was the coach for the Atlanta Hawks. I used to work at the condos. I used to be the concierge for the condos he lived in. And he's pretty cool. He was a pretty cool guy. Very humble for me meeting him anyway. He seemed very humble. But congratulations to him for sticking with the Atlanta Hawks for so long and then trading over different places, and they finally found a place to win a championship. So I think that's pretty dope of him. But but Giannis, Middleton, and even Tucker and Portis, them guys were doing pretty good that game on Tuesday. So they put their heart on the table out there, and it was pretty interesting how Giannis doing all that work, and the Suns were still sticking with him at the same time. So it was like, hell, it could have went either way, to be honest, until the fourth quarter. So it was a pretty good game. Man. It was tough.
Yeah, shout out to the Bucks, man. I didn't get to go and watch the game with you, and I had my reasons, damn it, and I told you my reasons. But no,
I definitely got it. I just like give you a hard time. I like giving you a hard time because I know my days off are different from everybody else's. So it is what it is,
bro.
But yeah, I thought it was a pretty good game, especially from the series. You would think that Booker and Chris Paul would win for the Suns, but hey, it's the best of 7 at the end of the day. So they wanted more than them at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get to watch. I didn't watch any of the games, man. I get to the point where if it's not anyone that I watch like that, I just kind of, the Knicks ain't in there. The Warriors not in there.
Knicks,
it's just the Knicks did pretty good. Like I made it a point not to watch any games for the Knicks because I'm superstitious. As soon as I watched one game by the Knicks, they started losing. I'm like, nah, I'm good, man. I got to be bad luck. It has to be. It's how I am with baseball too. Like I don't watch certain games sometimes because I'm like, you know what? I don't want to fuck this up. I know it's dumb, but it's just because the world revolves around me.
People got their superstitions. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I throw pepper over my shoulder instead of salt because I think it's just cool. So stuff like that. I think it was pretty interesting though. I think it's pretty dope just watching Giannis grow up like that though. Especially with his post commentary. He's saying that he didn't want to be talked up as an MVP till he wins the championship, and he's in very good standing as far as being, what was it, MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and winning a championship.
Wow,
those three with Jordan and I hate myself now because I just remember who it was. I want to say it was Jordan and damn, I can't remember who the other person was. It's Jordan and someone else though, but they're one of the he's in good standing with those stats. Especially with scoring those 50 points. He's the first one to score 50 points apparently within the game.
Yeah,
I didn't know about neither for his stats.
I think since Shaq. No, he's got
his own. He's in his own league of stats on that one. I think scoring 50 points, so many blocks, and so many rebounds. Yeah. So
whoa!
I was like,
congratulations! I saw the speech he made for his I think for his MVP trophy or something like that.
I didn't watch it. Yeah, I didn't watch his speech for
it. It was very emotional, man. The dude really he put his heart out there. He said thank you to his family and his brother. You know, they zoomed in on his brother crying and shit. I was like, oh man, look at this shit. This is nice. This is warm right now. This family and all that. So I thought that was dope. He seemed really humble. Where's he from?
Well, he's from Greece, but he's actually Nigerian.
Greece.
Yeah,
okay,
he's actually Nigerian though. His mom and dad are Nigerian, but raised in Greece.
They call him the Greek freak, right? That's what. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, shout out to the Bucks, man. But all right, what else you got for us, man?
For me, I think last time we talked, I was going to talk about that movie with Denzel. Actually, what was it? Is it the Small Things? I believe it's called the newer movie that came out on HBO. The Little Things. That's what it was.
No, you did talk. Didn't you talk about it?
Did I? I can't remember. It was not bad. I know all this liquor I had in the past over the weekend and everything with the vacation and everything.
Liquor coma, yeah.
We forgot that, but no. But I guess I can actually talk about a couple of comic books that I read while I was on the flight, though, because I thought I actually read The Year of the Villain, and I've been meaning to buy it for like the longest and read it, but I finally had a space to read it, and it was pretty interesting, man. I thought if no one's paid attention to DC Comics, I think that DC Comics have upped their ante as of recently, even though they may have just started over the whole concept of I guess I'll say they regurgitate the fact of having the nightmare of Batman, the different versions of Batman in the multiverse, and then recently they had the Wonder Woman version. I'm just waiting for them to do the Superman version now because that'd be pretty funny of it. But the death metal that they got right now, I thought was pretty interesting. They have going on, but the backstory to how Lex Luthor became an Apex villain / Predator or Apex Lex, I thought was pretty dope on that. How he sacrificed everything to be the ultimate human, or even be the most superior human, because he knew he was the smartest, which ultimately was a fail on his end. But I'm gonna ruin a comic book series, like I said, in reading The Year of the Villain. As everyone knows, I don't know if everyone knows in this chat in this group, but I'm the biggest villain enthusiast, and so I always like reading things on villains and collecting the comic books on those villains as well. And I believe that Batman Who Laughs has been a very great addition to the DC comic world, and he's shown what he's able to do even without planning or even with planning, and he's able to take that next level outside of what Batman would do. And so just getting that wish that everybody wanted was a Joker infused Batman was a really good look for DC. And I think it's showing fruition from what they did in the Dark Knight series, the Death Knight. My bad. Let me grab it. I wouldn't grab it right now. I can't think of it. Bear with me 1 second, guys.
You good, man? Yeah, because I'm trying to get into the comic books again too. So all the comic book suggestions you got, let me know.
So well, this is the one they had recently. The Death Metal, the Batman and everything. Night. But they had the like I said, Batman, in the multi-universe has a different Batman that's been fused with Joker. He's been addition recently. And The Year of the Villain, they have a villain in there named Perpetua. And apparently she's supposed to be the mother of the universe that brings about chaos of some form or nature. And Luthor apparently in the past had gotten opportunity to see the future of Perpetua, and he prepared for her arrival, at the same time becoming her herald in a certain type of way. And so he sacrificed himself to bring Perpetua to life again, And what was not considered was the Batman that laughs. He's a small speck of the universe he's not supposed to be in. And so he kind of ruins Luthor's plan all the way through because of the fact he was not expected to be part of that plan when Luthor had a premonition of Perpetua. And so just to fast forward, like I said, Luthor got the opportunity to become an apex villain, as in being able to give villains the better version of themselves, or even a deal for them. An example of this is he gave the opportunity for Black Mask. If nobody's aware who Black Mask is in the DC universe, he's more of a weapon type gangster of Batman. But recently, because of the deal that he made with Lex Luthor, he's able to change his face, as in like, because he now has a legit superpower when he was just a regular human. So now he's able to change his face. And so Luthor actually went about in this Year of the Villain, giving villains the opportunity to be better than what they were, what they are at that point in time. And so, once again, this is where the Batman Who Laughs comes into play. He starts turning superheroes into villains as well, such as Shazam, was it Hawkgirl, Superwoman, and the Beetle, and there was another one I can't think of right now, but he turns a couple of the humans and not humans, sorry. He turns a couple of the heroes into villains, which actually ruins Luthor's plan. And he, on the Year of the Villain, he ends up getting betrayed by Perpetua because of the fact that the Batman Who Laughs actually saw what was going to happen and played Luthor in his own game. So I thought it was a pretty good story, just to put it forward. And so that's how we're here now in this one here, and some other ones of this nature, because Perpetua gave Perpetua gave the Batman Who Laughs certain powers, and he, at the point of the Doomsday Clock, he gained the powers of one of the Batmans of Manhattan. So one of the multi-universes is a Batman version of Dr. Manhattan, and he took his powers and turned into the cosmic being that he is now. And so,
Jesus, so much.
It's man, a lot. There's a whole lot. There's a whole lot of mess going on, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, but like I said, I think I think everybody knows Batman and Superman are pretty much the golden boys of DC, and Wonder Woman is the golden woman of DC. And so that trifecta, any way they do it with those three to their own storyline. But everyone knows Batman gets a little bit of favoritism because they like him so much. But like I said, I think just adding that one villain to the whole DC universe has been a change for everybody, and I like it. So I think DC has a better, my personal opinion, I think DC has a better comics than Marvel, in my personal opinion.
But I can't make these faces because I haven't read a DC comic since like 2018, maybe.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, I get it, man. Like I said, I try to stay abreast of things that are going on within the universe of comics. I'm not going to lie, I don't know everything, but I know last year, like I said, DC and Marvel had their own universe expanding change, or universe threatening villain. And so I'm not going to delve into it, but I also read the Black King in Black with Noel from Marvel Universe as well, but I'm not going to go into that.
Oh yeah, I'm around there.
Oh, you're around there?
Yeah, I got to the part with Carnage. I already passed that part.
Oh, okay. Well, he got resurrected.
It's not Maximum Carnage.
Absolute Carnage.
Absolute Carnage. Mm-hmm. Yeah, when there's like a whole cult thing, and it turns into like a Jim Jones type of cult type of thing, and it's just Cletus Cassidy is just a great villain, just a sadistic great villain. He's like the Joker of Spider-Man, honestly.
Yeah, pretty much. And I agree with you on that one. I agree with you.
Let me not take that away from Norman Osborn, because even though he's involved with the Absolute Carnage as well.
Exactly.
It's a great. There were some dry moments because I was reading the Absolute Deadpool. I was, reading the connection between all the comic books associated with Absolute Carnage. So some dry moments, but some really good poignant moments with Venom too. So I
think it's pretty. Like I said, they both had their possible universe ending situations. Like I said, with the Batman Who Laughs and King in Black, Noel. So. They both got their own respectful things going on, but like I said, I think DC has a better version in this case. What's been going on, but they're both going through changes now. with everything going on. So it's a good look.
You should do a branch off for a comic book analysis and stuff, man. Like
Yeah, I thought
write
about
a
it. Yeah,
write
I
a
thought.
script and be like, go in because I know you love it just as much, or if not more than I do, comic books. So
Yeah, I try to stay
that'll be a
abreast of
good.
things and wait for those not the hardback, but technically the softback coming out. They only had the hardback version of the Wonder Woman one. I can't think of the name of it for some strange reason. It's either Dark Knight or Death Metal one. I think it's Death Metal though. I think that's the one it is though. But yeah.
So all right, so you can find these in your local comic book stores, Barnes and Nobles,
Oh
Amazon, all
yeah,
that.
I'd recommend going to the mom and pop. I recommend going to the mom and pop comic book stores outside of Barnes and Nobles, because Barnes and Nobles only give you the popular ones. They don't have all of them, so I think the mom and pop stores or even the more popular comic book stores are good too. Just because the fact they actually focus on comic books. When you go to Barnes and Noble, you got a little small section for it. They give you the popular ones, but that's my personal opinion too.
Pretty much support local businesses, especially comic book stores. I feel like at a certain point they're to be extinct, man. So we need to take whatever advantage that we can now.
Yeah, agree with you on that one. Definitely do.
All right. So what are the names of those comic books again?
Which ones? My bad.
The ones, the one
Oh,
with Lex
the one I
Luthor.
read. Oh, the ones I read. Like I said, the one I read on the plane was actually going to be the Year of the Villain. But there are so many branch offs from that Joe just in particular, because Batman had his own little thing going on. Wonder Woman had her own thing going on too. And then, like I said, the Year of the Villain was very extensive. So a lot of villains got upgrades, and I don't even know all the villains upgrades that they had that happened at that point in time too. Like I said, I focused more on the Batman Who Laughs, and then just reading about Apex Lex and the offers he gave to some of the villains. Respectfully made them change, just like Black Mask. I had not known that Black Mask had actually had given opportunity to get superpowers. So that changes the game for
Okay.
everything,
Yeah.
especially for Batman. You put in consideration he can change his face any point in time he wants, makes him even deadlier. So just some of those things to put in consideration like that.
Got it. All right, bet, man. That was a lot, man. Every comic book always has something to add on to, so there's always layers.
Right. And I think my point of contact mostly is just trying to get the main story, but then you have those branch offs, like you said, because that Absolute Carnage one stems all the way back from like a long time back, how it gets started and coming forward. Yeah. So just them branching out and giving Venom his shine was one of the things that made that come full circle with Venom and everything too. So
yep. It's a whole God. I'm in there, so I'm trying.
It's a long one, man. It's a long read.
The dedication to be a comic nerd, man. I'm telling you, it's it's like putting in a 9-to-5 job, bro.
Definitely.
Investment.
Yeah, exactly. An investment in empty pockets. But all right, man. Appreciate it, Kane, man. We're glad to have you back with more comic book fun.
Man, you're welcome. You're welcome.
All right, so I guess we'll keep it moving. Thomas, you good? You want me to jump in?
I can rock it.
All right, let's do it.
They got the what was I saying? I don't know if y'all seen that Ghost of Tsushima has that director's cut about to drop. The whole
I did see it.
That looks like it's going to be on point. Like,
was there a controversy about it?
Yeah, controversy about everything nowadays.
Controversy about
everything. We don't need to talk about it.
It's a issue with the pricing for it or something. People want it for free because it has the PlayStation 5 upgrade on it. It's like, and you don't really need to do the PlayStation 5 upgrade if you don't want to. Like, because I think like if you want to upgrade it on a PlayStation 4, it's $19.99, and if you want to upgrade it on the PlayStation 5, it'll upgrade to the PlayStation 5 version. It's $29.99.
The nerve of them.
And then people are like,
sucker punch.
People are like, oh, they're a little bit angry because they don't want to pay the $10 difference. They're like, well, the PlayStation 5 upgrade should be free. But with the PlayStation 5 upgrade, they're adding a new piece of technology that does lip syncing using the Japanese vocal track, so it's no longer lip sync.
Like a dub, you could tell the dub type of.
Yeah, you can tell because when you play the game now, as is now, you can see that the mouth doesn't match up to the Japanese. But now with the adding that piece of technology,
Damn.
it's adding that, and then you're gonna have.
Go ahead. Sorry. No, I was about to say Sucker Punch is really fucking dedicated to do something like because I don't think they're not a Japanese studio.
No, but they actually took the time to
do the
research.
There's a lot of love in that.
I know Tsushima made them like honorary representatives of Tsushima. So like after all what they did with that game. And then so like, but yeah, with the director's cut, they're releasing an expansion about Iki Island, which is another, is it Ikishima? I think it's called Ikishima. But it's another island where the Mongols landed. But this is, I guess, is an era that doesn't deal with samurais too much. Like they haven't had like a samurai overseer, lord, whatever, in like decades because of something that happened. So it's going to deal with a lot of Jin's. It's going to deal with like Jin's. So I guess some of his past traumas, which I'm like, oh, it's going to talk about like his dad passing and all that stuff, or what that went on with it.
Oh, the main character.
Yeah. So they're going to be dealing with some of that stuff, and then there's going to be like bandits and whatnot that are going on. I'm ready to hop back in it. You know, I played through the initial Ghost of Tsushima with like, you know, I want to say 100% in that, got all the stuff that's on the side, did every little side mission and all that stuff.
Oh, is that right, Mr. Platinum? Is that right?
I probably would have did it even if it didn't have anything to do with the platinum. But
did you ever check out that multiplayer?
Oh yeah, I played the multiplayer for
online mode. I mean,
oh yeah, I did it for a good minute, but just that no one else was playing. Now, I didn't know anyone else who was playing it when I was on it, so I did what I could, like on single player, because I'm not really a big fan of hopping in on. I'm not a big fan of like playing missions like that with randos because there was a lot of
me neither.
Like
when they mess up, I'm cursing them out.
Yeah, it's a lot of objective based stuff too. So like you're like me and you might have to stealth kill two Onis in different parts of the map at the same time. So playing with someone you don't know, and if they're not using mics, it seems like it'd be a headache.
Right.
Then, go ahead.
And that led up to being like a 4-player raid was like the end all of it. So I was like, yeah, I don't have 3 other people to play with, so I'm not even getting.
Now everybody got PS5s, eh?
It's on PS4. It's on PS4.
Yeah, you can play both, but damn, that looks nice, man.
Yeah.
I was always on the fence for this game. I can't explain why.
It's on point. Especially when you get to the duels with other samurais. I love those parts.
Yeah, it definitely has the aesthetic down, the gameplay down, the mechanic down. Like I don't know what it is though. Like I'm not pressed to play this game. I'm not. I could wait until it gets down to the $30-$20 bin. And I know it's gonna be another 4, maybe another 2 or 3 years, but I'm just not pressed.
I don't know what to tell you. To me, it's one of those. I want to say it was one of PlayStation's defining hits that dropped. Like the story to it and all that. That was a very defining game for the PlayStation 4, and you can see like it pushed it to the limits. And I want to see I can't wait to see what they do with a lot of people can't wait to see what they do with a sequel if they do a sequel. And it's just like that Horizon. It's just like if you sit there and play it, I don't think it's that long either. If you sit there and play it from beginning to end, and you just do the mission, I think it's a short run game. If you just main path it, and it's just like watching a good samurai movie. Like even like the large battles that happen, it's the cinematography in that game is phenomenal. The use of color, it's an piece of art.
No, yeah, and that's where like I said before, I'm not pressed, but that's one of the reasons when I watch the gameplay for. Occasionally might trip over something and okay, this is on. I might check out some of the gameplay for it. I'm like, oh, this looks beautiful. Like on my TV, it looks great. I don't know. I don't know. And I like Sucker Punch from its past games, or at least just from the
You don't like Samurai? Okay.
I love samurai stuff. Like, bro, it's me. You know the type. I love anything Japanese.
I don't know you anymore. Is that American enough for you?
It's you know what it is? It's not enough slice of life in it. That's what it is. No, seriously. What's the game? Infamous.
There's that in
Infamous was Infamous. I'm sure it does, honestly. But Infamous is such a great franchise. The games that people had their differences with the franchise, but I enjoyed Infamous. So Sucker Punch making this game, Ghost of Tsushima, it looks beautiful. But Thomas, tell me how it is. That's it. I'm good. All right.
That's one of those games I wish I could forget and go back and play it.
Tell me how it is.
Cool, it's just one, like, to me, it's one of those games. If I could forget it and play it all over again, I would.
You would.
And now that you could, like, the Icky Island, I'm ready to just see what story they're going to give me, because I'm like.
I think there are many. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but there are many few games I like. I think like that, where if I could forget it and play it again, I would. Yeah, there are many few games. There are many few games I do that with. Like if I could do it, probably, I would probably say Sekiro.
Yep.
Final Fantasy 7. Yep. And what's that game I just down? What that game I just beat? You got that game on your game too, Max. I can't think of what the name is right now.
Man, you gotta elaborate with
I know, and I cannot think of the name of it now. Yep, Hollow Knight. Yep.
Hollow Knight. Oh my God, you beat it, right?
I beat it to a certain extent.
I have not beaten it.
I beat it to a certain extent, but I didn't get the extra. I didn't beat it to where I want all the extra endings. That's what it is.
You had the Void Heart edition, right?
I believe I did. I believe I do. Like I said, I haven't beaten it to where I've gotten all of the endings.
That's another game I love watching gameplay of. Like I just I make sure it doesn't go too far, because you could play the game, you could go wherever you want with that game. I mean,
right.
Depending
on
what
Yeah.
So it's I like that idea. So I watch some gameplay. People do speed runs. God damn, man, these guys are just nice. They just studied this game. Like
there's speed runs in that game. Did not know.
Yeah, this speed run. Look it up. This speed runs from I think one of the shortest ones I saw was a little less than an hour.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just know how to play the game, man.
Another black hole. Another black hole for me to get into.
Yeah, exactly. The void. You will go into the void and look into the abyss. Just make sure it doesn't look back at you. But all right. But Ghost of Tsushima, you have it now, right, Thomas?
I don't think the DLC is dropped yet.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I thought they already announced it.
Well, they just announced it. I think it's not coming out till like a little November or something like that. But then because they're also working on like a TV show or a movie based off of it. I think the actor's from the game is gonna be playing the same role in the
live action.
Yeah, they're doing a live action version of it.
Is it gonna star Keanu Reeves?
You know what though? Hey, Keanu Reeves is Asian. He could do that. And he did a pretty good job in 47 Ronin. I think you were thinking of Tom Cruise.
No. I was actually thinking of oh boy, Born Supremacy.
Matt Damon when he did.
Yep.
Matt Damon. Was that something like that was actually going to happen, right?
No, it happened. I just never watched it.
Matt Damon played a movie where he was a samurai. Like there was
he did.
It was in China. He was in China.
Yeah, he was in China. Yeah. He did. I'm gonna find
I don't know why it was, but
right.
Why would Matt Damon such a conscious individual though? Like, why would you do that, David?
No, I'm telling you that it confused the hell out of me.
But yeah, with the Ghost of Tsushima TV show or movie, I'm not sure which one. I gotta look it up again. That's gonna be interesting because they got the actual actor who played Jin Sakai in the game to play the role in the show. I'm like, it's gonna be pretty good. And if it has any of the same cinematography,
yes, the Great Wall.
Yeah,
the Great Wall, what he played in.
Wall. Shit, you're right. That needs to be burned. I never watched it though, so let me shut it up. But no, that should be burned. That should be burned down. It should not be. All right. I'm so mad that you reminded me of that movie. Thank you, there, King.
You're so welcome. That's what I do. You're so welcome.
So are they going through the production and all that with the Ghost of Tsushima live action?
I believe so. They just haven't talked about it in a while because I think PlayStation getting into a lot of the movie and TV show business. They're going to be using a lot of their properties for TV shows and stuff. Same way as Ubisoft is doing, but there's going to be a lot of game adaptations coming out.
But yeah, Ghost of Tsushima is still heavy right now, so I'm not super like it's good to keep going with the franchise. I
It's
suppose.
only been out for a year,
Right.
And that's too. I feel like it's been out for a while. I don't know what it is with this game, guys. I really don't know. It's not that I'm hating. I'm just
you just hating. It's all right.
all right. I knew you were gonna say I was hating, man.
You know, it just needed some college or some naked high school kids. You play it then.
Excuse me, half naked or at least censored. All right. I don't like the full new. I like kind of a little bit imagining. All right, but yeah, Ghost of Tsushima, you guys just check it out. There's trailers for it and stuff like that, y'all. We good? All right. Nah, but yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. Check it out. I'm sure the trailer we just saw seemed pretty cool. So Icky Island.
That was the most recent trailer.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Thomas. We'll do a quick commercial break, man. We'll come right back, and I guess I'll end it with the episode. So y'all stay tuned, subscribers, viewers, and all that. So we'll be right back. Y'all, welcome back. This is Media Marauders. We just finished up with Mr. Thomas talking about his illustrious Ghost of Tsushima, and the expansion that's coming in the near future. We're saying somewhat in November release date. We're looking.
I should
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
I want to say that it was.
Hey, take your time, man. We're good. We got all the time in the world. James ain't here, man.
I'll tell you, my brain
congested.
I'm not firing on all cylinders today.
You're good, man. We get it. But you go ahead, keep looking for that, man. I'm still kind of deciding what the topic I want to talk about. I know the topic that might be more popular for people because it's something that's been announced and people might look more forward to this than what I'm initially would like to talk about. So I'll keep it with the popularity because we need all the views, don't we, fellas?
It's next month on the 20th.
Not next month. All right, dope. So in August. Not bad. That's actually really near. Really close. All right. My turn. I recently got into the Witcher series on Netflix. And it's a phenomenal show. I tried to give it a shot when I first got it, when it first released, when it came out, what, 2020 last year?
I think so.
2020, right?
Or was it 2019?
Or it might have been 2019. You might around the summertime of 2019. It just feels like for some reason only been out for a year.
With Henry Cavill, right?
Yeah, Henry Cavill, the man that plays Superman. Yes, exactly. And I watched it in less than a day. I watched that whole series, 8 episodes. Every episode was like an hour long, and it was amazing. I played Witcher 3. I didn't get very far in Witcher 3, but I enjoyed the gameplay. I've never really been into the fantasy setting with games, like the medieval fantasy thing, like Game of Thrones level type stuff. But this show really spoke to me. Like Geralt, the character, Yennefer, Geralt. Is it how you say it?
Something like that. Yeah, Geralt, I think.
Geralt, Rivia. Yennefer. I'm doing it on purpose, Thomas. I'm sorry. I know you hate it. That's why I do it. All right, and the Ciri. There's a lot of characters here. It's not. What really confused me a little bit, because I'm jumping into what I really want to talk about, but I'm going to talk about The Witcher, just the TV series. What confused me at first is the timeline. I did not catch that at first when I watched the first episode. Yeah, I did not see the different timelines with Ciri, Yennefer, and Geralt.
Yeah.
So as the second episode came around, and you're like, wait a minute. And you know, they talk about certain like wars and the Nilfgaard taking over certain spots. I was like, wait, that didn't happen yet. I thought Nilfgaards are some cold bastards, man.
Well, when I play Gwent, that's my team. That's my team in Gwent.
Oh my gosh, man. They do not, they just coming in slicing throats, babies, and everything. They don't give a fuck.
Do what you gotta do to win.
But no, I think the series as a whole was really well done. I forgot the director, but that's not mainly what I'm talking about. I wanted to talk about The Witcher: Nightmare of the Wolf. It's a animated animated show or anime that's gonna be on Netflix. Movie that's gonna be directed by Kwang Il-han, produced by Lauren Schmidt Hisrich, executive produced by Lawrence Schmidt, and the studio that's going to be doing this is Studio Mir. Studio Mir's also been a part of Legend of Korra, some episodes of the Boondocks. It's a South Korean studio, and they've been around for a while. They have a lot of under Black Dynamite. I know you appreciate that, Bruno, King.
Black Dynamite,
Ultron,
yeah.
Just Young Justice Outsiders. You said what?
Black Dynamite.
Do not quote
Black
the movie.
Dynamite.
This man will not stop laughing if you quote that damn movie. The Death of Superman. They've been a part of a lot of animated and TV shows and movies. So Nightmare and the Wolf is going to be following the mentor of Gerald Bismere.
Actually, not just a mentor. Leader of the House or School of the Wolf.
Yeah, leader of the School of the Wolf. And, you know, the Witcher TV series is based off the book of, I want to say by a gentleman named, God, I really should have looked this up before, guys. I apologize.
I don't even know how to pronounce it. It's Polish.
It's Polish.
I don't think I ever.
But I'll look it up another time. But it's the animation for it. If you have a video of it, Thomas, we could probably show a little bit, or we probably shouldn't.
I could probably we'll see what we could do. It's
it looks really fluid. The Studio Mir, I shouldn't be surprised if they're a part of Legend of Korra, and they have really good fight scenes in Legend of Korra. Mm-hmm. So that the choreography throughout the trailer, it's really good. And Vismir, I never really knew much about him. Like I said, I haven't gotten that far in the game. And where I do see him,
he was in the beginning when you played the.
Yeah, he's in the very beginning.
Yeah,
but you see him when he's older. So this is when he's a lot younger. I'm assuming in his 20s maybe. And he's like, all he cares about money, and that's it. Like, I'm in here to kill and get money, like a Witcher should be. Where Geralt has like a heart of gold and trying to look out for people in his own little way. Vismir is like, nah, this is about the money. I don't care about that kid over there. Like, he could get his throat sliced. I don't really give a fuck.
I wouldn't say Geralt's a heart of gold either, though. He's done some things.
He's done some things, but I feel like
he's not conscious about himself.
Yeah. Because in the TV show, he shows ways of showing that he shows how he cares. You know, little subtle ways of like with the first chick in the first episode, Rennifer or whatever, or Rennifer. Not Yennefer. The first chick he meets.
Trish,
very first episode.
No,
it was in the. That's why he was called the Butcher of Blockovin.
Belvikin.
I'm butchering all this. Whatever.
No. Okay, there's a reason behind. It's probably gonna show the same thing in Nightmare of the Wolf. The Witchers aren't bad people. They're just thought to be bad people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's how they express it throughout the show. Yeah.
Yeah, so
freaks, mutants, monsters. Yeah, they're supposed to be seen as not feeling emotional and all that.
Which they don't really show emotions like that. They're very sarcastic because it's something to do with their mutations that they go through.
Yeah, because the mutation portion only 3 out of the 10 survived that part when they actually passed a lot of the tests. Then they had to do the mutation portion, which is drinking a certain a potion. And it alters the whole body, everything.
I think there's surgeries too, though.
It's a lot, man. They're kids. They're like 10, 11 years old or something. And while they're just training and just beating the shit out of them. But I liked it. I liked how it looked. I liked how what it looked like. I've always liked the cocky anti-hero, like just doesn't give a fuck about shit, but really kind of cares, that shows little ways, subtle moments of caring. I've always appreciated that in lead roles. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. I got another thing. If you guys think we have enough time,
I was gonna say though, like I think like the interesting thing about this, like the Nightmare of the Wolf, is like I don't think there's any books based off Vesemir.
No, they always follow Geralt.
Yeah, because you have him, and like he's like Vesemir was like throughout all the books, he's the leader of Keir and the Wolf School. And
come on.
So I'm like, this is gonna be interesting. Like they might add other people. I'm just waiting for them to add other Witchers because if you like the School of the Viper in them, like they're on them. They're about like hunting monsters. The Vipers, they like assassinating people and kings and stuff.
Because technically, witches are seen as assassins as well, but I guess the wolf kind of caters more towards killing monsters, taking care of them.
They're about the monster hunting. Then there's like there's a set like vipers, and there's one more like School of the Bear.
Being bears, yeah.
Well, no, vipers. I think Nilfgaard hires the vipers because Nilfgaard gets things done. Just,
I hate you, man. No, but yeah, there's multiple schools of animals. I forgot. I know bears is one of them, though.
Yeah, there's the bear. Vipers are the ones that I've seen the vipers in the game.
I think one's a school of the chipmunk. It's pretty not that bad. No.
If I could be a witch, I would. I'll take it.
You take it? No, I'll go for the wolf because they seem cool. So
no, I'll be a viper, boy. They get paid.
The viper, yeah. I mean,
you just gotta worry about running into like girl and them. If you don't run into them, you're good. No one's gonna stop.
I'm actually thinking about checking out the books because there's like 5 or 6 of them in total. I think the first book came out in the late 80s, early 90s.
That's the thing, because they when the game came out, it was such a boom. They re-released all of the books.
Yeah, I just watched the documentary on the game of The Witcher, like just going through it, where 3 is supposed to be the last one for Geralt's story. So there's a chance. I think their CD Projekt Red is still doing something with 3. They're gonna announce some stuff for that.
Well, they just released the
expansion on it,
DLC for it, but they just released another game, an AR game for the phone.
Wasn't the Witcher movie with Vin Diesel?
No.
Was there a
movie? No, you're thinking of something Sorcerer. It's
the last one. I think it's called Last Sorcerer. Maybe. I think that's what his name is called.
I think you're right, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
There was a Witcher movie that did come out though.
I thought it was Vin Diesel that was in it. I could be wrong though. I thought it was him.
It didn't do very well. I know that. Vin Diesel was it the last witch hunter?
Yeah.
My bad. You're right. Last Witch Hunter. That's what it was. My bad.
So
that looks horrible.
Like the season 1 of the TV show though was based off of The Last Wish and Sword of Destiny.
Sword of Destiny, which
is 2 different Witcher books about like collection of short stories. But I think season 2 is going to be about based off of Blood Elves. And if it runs long enough, then you can throw the games in there, because the stories end, something happens, and then it goes into the games, and then the games have crazy stories to them. So
because the games are after the book, right?
Yeah, all the games take place after the book.
So that's pretty dope. Because I know the first one, he ends up getting amnesia, so it could be more accessible to.
That's because you're able to make your own decisions. Because every game had between 1 and 3, all the decisions you made carry over. Like if you kill someone off in one of the games, they want to be in the other ones and whatnot. Or if you became cool with somebody.
So. Yeah, I'm just upset that it took me this long to really get into the franchise, because like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of fantasy, but when it hits. Like if it attracts me to the point where I want to find out more, I get obsessive over characters and the story and the world. Oh yeah, I'm a fan. I became a fan. I'm good. So, which should be weird, because I liked Game of Thrones where I stopped anyways. So I guess I don't know. I know that's kind of similar.
I watched a few episodes of Game of Thrones. Watched a few of them.
But you like The Witcher more.
I mean, I watched The Witcher. I watched it. I'll say that, but I'm not gonna say I liked it more. Like I said, I only watched about 2 or 3 episodes of Game of Thrones. Like I said, I watched The Witcher, so I think I watched The Witcher because it was anime. Not anime. Sorry, I think I watched it because of Henry Cavill, whatever. So
yeah,
I would say The Witcher captured me more than Game of Thrones did, because I don't know. Well, I guess because I like the game, because I put like 200 and something hours into the game. It's one game I still need to go back and finish at some point.
Yeah, those expansions are ridiculous.
Oh no, that's the base game.
Jesus,
I never got around to. I own the expansions, I just never got around to playing them. It was long. It was a game I liked, but it also burnt me out. So it was just like it's long, it's good. There's just a lot to do. You can live in that world for a good while.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about reinstalling it on the PS4, but I need to get back on Resident Evil 8. I've only played the game once, but it's a great game. But I just got to jump back in there. But Witcher when I was watching these documentaries, I was getting obsessive and anal over everything. I was like, yo, maybe I should get back into The Witcher 3 and then lose myself in there for the next.
I just read the books.
I don't know. Or yeah, I could read the books. That's true. I'm doing a new collection.
Oh yeah, I could
too,
read.
So. Yeah. I love reading. I've always been a big avid reader, but yeah, I could. Yeah, I kind of just got the cheat codes though. Like as soon as I pass a certain point, then I'm gonna know what's gonna happen. Well, it's like reading manga anyway, so it's the same thing. Because if I get to the second season, if I read the books, knowing me, I can get through some of these books pretty quick. So if I get to the point where the second season comes out, this December, I'm gonna already know what's kind of happening. So I don't know.
Oh, that's it. I think the stories in The Witchers are so, because some of the stuff in the books don't even get addressed to the games happening.
Yeah, there's like, little differences I heard.
There's a lot of stuff. Like there's like supposedly there's like a tie-in with Cyberpunk somewhere in The Witcher, but
that's a weird tie-in.
Okay, all right.
That's a weird tie-in.
Calm down, CD Projekt Red.
No, they're not the first to do it. From Software did it too before with Tenchu.
With what game?
With Tenchu.
What other game though?
I don't know what game it was, but it was something with Frikimaru going through time and stuff.
That's weird. No,
Again,
Armored Core.
If you go back and play Tenchu in Sekiro, you're like, oh, okay.
Shit. But all right, I mean, The Witcher, please watch it if you haven't already. It's a great franchise. It took me this long to really get into it.
A lot of naked people.
So, yeah, very much naked people. So if you want to see some random titties and booty,
titties and booty.
A lot there. A lot of sex, a lot of gore. Gerard gets really slashed up a good couple times, and he really decapitates and just chops up body parts. So, you know, if you're into that type of sadist type stuff.
And they still haven't gotten to the unicorn yet. So,
right. Unicorn.
Yeah, there's a thing about unicorns, Geralt and Yennefer.
Okay. Yeah, I think I might check this game out. I might just get back into the game. I might just have to do it, bro. But all right, man. That's all.
Some was unicorns. Huh? Look at that.
I got a little excited. Pointy things on the head. Nah, but yeah, man, that's all I really have. It was, I guess, without having a full house, it was kind of short and not really much. Not a lot was happening. I feel like this week or this past week. Not really, right?
Man, you had Battlefield show off some gameplay. Lost Judgment. Olympics are starting.
True.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's going on with the United States in losing these basketball games? This is the first I've ever seen that happen.
I'll tell you what's going on. Ooh.
Oh, God. Here we go. That's the energy right there.
They don't like to play by the actual rules. They like to do like 5 steps, then they jump and slam. Nah, 2 steps or get called for traveling. And it's
always thought it was 3 steps.
It's always been 2 steps. I don't know when they moved to 3. Then it was like 4. And it's like
it's only been 2 steps, man. It's only been 2 steps. Never been 3.
Okay, I thought it was 3.
It's only been 2 steps.
I'm so out of touch.
Chris just no. Chris is playing to the lives. Chris blames the lives. The people don't watch NBA. That's all.
I'll tell you.
The fact of the matter is the USA team got beat legitimately, fair and square, just the way it should have been. But
I'm telling you,
they have a good time.
When I watched the Olympics, Rio Olympics, and I saw them play, I was like, and they kept getting the calls on them. It was just like, y'all like to do them extra things that you can't do it because it's not the NBA. You got to play by them strict rules. And you know, the other country refs, so they don't know who they are.
I got to really get into because I watched the Olympics the last time, not even before 4 years before, because they do it every 4 years, right?
Nah.
When they do the Olympics?
Every 4 years.
Motherfucker. God, oh man. Because the last 4 years I didn't really watch the Olympics. The 4 years before that, probably 8 years ago, I watched it. But
nah, every 4 years. You know, you having Team USA, go USA.
A lot of people bandwagon for the soccer team last year. That's why I didn't hear a lot about the basketball. But
wait, which one? Male or female?
Male.
Wow, they must have not known.
A lot of people bandwagon for soccer recently last year. So I'm not gonna put anybody out there, but a lot of people bandwagon for the soccer.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that
wasn't big until then.
They didn't even make it to the Olympics this year.
I'll tell you something,
I
right?
want to see like stuff like the shot put and more of the track and field stuff.
I don't think they got shot put.
I think they do. I heard they got.
I know they got BMX this year.
Somebody from South Carolina, a female, she's gonna be in the shot put category for this year.
It's just gonna be weird though. One, because I didn't realize, like, for some reason I didn't think about it. Like, I've been missing some of it because it's already started, but by the time this airs, the opening ceremony is already gonna be aired. Because the opening ceremony is tomorrow, Friday the 23rd, but games have already started. Like, I think swimming's already started, and
I will watch that.
And soccer already started. No, softball. Boy, there's some Jones on that softball team. But
I might watch that just for the game, obviously.
But it's like at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, fuck that. Yeah, because they're in Tokyo. That's right. Bro. They're in Japan. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like, I like to have the Olympics on while I'm at work, but
you want to see it all in full frontal? That's what you want? All live? You perv.
It's something about who already won the game and you're watching like, all right, whatever. You already lost. I know you lost 4-1. So
whatever.
Everybody's ready to hurry up and announce shit. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Well, because the rest of the world's already watching it. So
right.
We last.
I'll watch the boxing too. I would like to watch the boxing. See who's.
I think Panama got some people in the boxing this year. We got hands.
Fucking Dominican Republic getting that shit, man. Fuck the boxing thing. I don't care about the Olympics no more. Fuck it.
Sure.
Yo, on a real note though, it's people boycotting the Olympics too though because of COVID, and they are not really happy that they're still holding it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that makes sense. But Tokyo's like, nah, we need this money. Let's make this shit happen.
Yeah,
about those sponsorships.
Go broke. It's done it before.
Yeah, it's done it before.
The 4 years prior was Brazil, right? There was in Brazil.
Yeah,
Rio. That's right.
Yeah, they still use a lot of them stadiums and stuff though. I
heard a lot of motherfuckers were getting robbed out there too.
Yeah.
Hey, think about this though. Who was it? Carmelo Anthony? Was it Carmelo Anthony? He went to the favelas, just chilling.
See, he really thought it was gonna happen.
No, if you're from the streets, you know how not to get robbed. Some of them people ain't from the streets. They go out there like, hey, what's this? Looking like a tool.
Hey, what's this?
You're looking like a prospect, damn it.
Hey, Carmelo
all
Anthony,
right, man.
He did a photo shoot in the favelas and Rio.
Right.
So
he did.
I don't like looking like a tourist wherever I go, man. I hate it. I hate the feeling. I don't like looking like one. Do not try to walk up to me, try to sell me shit. No, let's keep moving. But
you
all right, man. Oh man, I saw y'all Instagram stories and all that, bro. I was so damn jealous. I was like, I wish I could be here now. And they just contacted me about my passport, saying it's about to come in this week or next week.
Wow.
Oh, hot. You lucky. I heard.
Yeah.
I think recently, they're saying like some people's passports are backed up for like 13 months or something like that.
Months. So I figured either way I would have been asked out, man. But whatever. Shit's coming in soon, so I'm ready for next year. Hopefully with this, apparently, hopefully nothing crazy with COVID starts happening again. We'll see.
Go to Tulum. I heard Tulum be popular.
Tulum. Where's Tulum at again? I'm so bad with geography.
I guess it's in Mexico. Like people from Europe going out there. I don't know why, but Tulum started popping.
It's those IG models. That's what it is. It's always done.
Yeah, no, I gotta go out there with my camera.
Watch out for them.
Do some networking.
You gotta bring your camera with you. All right, man. We're obviously just chopping it up right now. Oh shit, fellas, man. Once again, this is Media Marauders. Thank you guys. Thank you, King. Thank you, Mr. Thomas. Always showing up, always being prepared. And hopefully James will be able to pop up for the next episode. And so for the viewers and subscribers and the fans, we see y'all there. We see on social media you guys popping up, showing some. The views are going up steadily, like little things here and there. We're still trying to find that vocal point. We still want to branch out. We still want to grow more. We're talking about meeting up soon. So for the ones that care, the ones that have been here from the beginning, salute to y'all. We love y'all. We really appreciate the encouragement or just the fact that you're watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course, comments are appreciated too. So just let us know down in the comments if there's anything we can do going forward for things that you want to see, things you want to be a part of, and, you know, things that we can incorporate more just to make this channel better. You said what?
We'll show more skin.
We'll show more. I mean, I could pop a button or two. It's just like a little taco meat here and there.
Subscribe to his OnlyFans. I get 20% of whatever.
I was just about to say that. OnlyFans.
All proceeds go straight to Maximo. Yes, thank you.
To the stage, Maximo.
No, but all seriousness, we want this to grow. I really care about this, and I want to show it. So I don't want to just talk about the shit. I want to be about it. This is a new year, so we're trying to grow. So we'll stop it right there. My bad. I got a little too deep. I apologize. Trying to have a new mental mind state. So bear with me, y'all. But once again, this is Media Marauders. Don't forget to click like and subscribe and don't forget that bell on the side for every Media Marauders episodes, or anything that we come up with. Check us on all our platforms, media platforms, all that. So y'all take it easy. Have a good night. Be safe. See you in the next one. Peace.
So bad guys, OP.